Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Devi and you are watching Just Devi Marie. So today I'm gonna be incorporating a series within my uploads and it's called Let's Critique It. So this week my Instagram followers will be critiquing KFC Jamaica. So if you want to hear what they said and how I feel about what they said, stay tuned. Okay guys, so before we get into the critique, I want to remind you guys to subscribe. Also give this video a like. If you are watching, put a chicken leg or some kind of chicken in the comments to let me know that you are watching. I want to remind you guys also to check out the previous video on the channel and also my other channel, Yardments. And of course, if this is a video that you enjoyed and you want to see more of this kind of video, then comment down below and let me know. Also, if there's any other company in Jamaica that you want to critique, then you guys can let me know as well in the comments. It's so important for you guys also to follow me on Instagram because this is where I do polls and I ask you guys questions and I get really interactive with you guys. So you guys can go ahead and follow me at Just Devi Marie. Okay, so when I post the next critique, your comment or your response or your critique can be read on the video. I wanted to start with KFC Jamaica just because I feel like it's somewhere that probably everybody would go. And I mean, I know people always say like, you know, KFC Jamaica is so different in terms of taste and stuff like that than in other countries. Some people would beg to say that it is the best KFC, it's the best chicken and whatever in the world. But yeah, we're gonna be critiquing them, and also I want you guys to remember that critiques can be negative but they also can be positive. So the reason why I'm doing this is not to cause shame or disrespect anybody. The comments, really, you guys, I did encourage you guys not to be rude in it, be honest but not be rude, and you guys really did that. So the point of it really is to acknowledge the good work that the companies are doing in Jamaica, but also, you know, tell them where they need to improve, tell them where they need to pull up them socks. So that's really the point of this new series, Let's Critique It. So the first comment that I got was, it's the best KFC in the world. Ha, just said that. But sometimes it seems the chicken them gets smaller. Yeah, I agree. I think KFC is really nice. Over the years, it has just been a staple in a lot of Jamaican households. Like a lot of people will say on a Friday, you know, them know say a KFC, them a go or on a weekend or something, or if them having friends over, them know say, you know, them a buy a bucket of chicken and whatever. So I definitely agree that, you know, it's probably the best KFC in the world. I haven't had it anywhere else, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it's probably the best KFC in the world, yeah. But sometimes chicken them get smaller. Yes, I definitely agree. And the part that irritates me about this is like every year the prices get higher and higher, but the chickens get smaller and smaller. It would be different to me if the prices are getting higher and the quality remains the same or improves, you know what I mean? So I could be seeing where because I'm paying more, the quality is still at a good standard. But to me it don't make sense. You have a company where your price is getting higher and the quality is just dropping. That brightness I don't add up. And so I definitely agree. There have been times when I've gone to a KFC and I've been like, miss, this wing is too small, can I please get a bigger wing? You cannot be giving me this little tiny wing for how much hundreds of dollars that I'm paying you guys. So I can definitely agree with that. Someone else says, KFC has my heart. They might get too expensive though, but that 10-piece wings combo, love. Yeah, definitely love their wings. Their wings is one of the newer additions to the menu. And when I send you, I mean like it wasn't their OG from a long time. It's recently. When I say recently, maybe like 5 or so or maybe more years. So it hasn't been there originally on the menu, but I definitely love the barbecue wings and the spicy wings, so definitely. But they are getting really expensive. Cause to me feel like if me I pay, say for instance, I don't remember how much the wings combo is right now, but say it is maybe $700, $800. I don't know, don't quote me. Right? I feel like if I'm spending $800 on one meal, like I'm really supposed to full, and I realize that these days it is just not full in it. It's just not doing it for me. And to me can go buy a box food for less money than that I'm a belly full. But anyway, to me KFC is a something that I don't eat regularly, but when I eat it, I know it's some kind of special occasion, or I feel free it, or I just a treat myself. So yeah, I can definitely see when I'm getting expensive. Someone else says, I don't eat meat, but KFC Jamaica is bomb. The spicy wings were my fave. So yes, another favorite is the wings. The wings are definitely nice. If you have never tried the wings, I would recommend going and trying them. Next person said, I like Big Deal first, but from the price raise, it get distasteful right now, and the spicy wings are good. You guys really like the wings? Yeah, I really like spicy chicken in general, KFC spicy chicken. And yeah, I feel like I used to could have buy when we did want really treat myself, I used to could have buy a 3-piece with ease and say, yeah man, it makes sense for me, I buy the 3-piece, but it's getting really expensive, and I know that's a turn off for a lot of people, especially when the quality is not at the standard that it used to be. And I also feel like for some reason it's almost like KFC at different location tastes different. I don't know if I'm gonna feel that way there, but I understand that something there, because the price rate something there when you're not see the quality of the item, or the quality of the item is going down. Like, I can't say, oh, that can be distasteful. So I agree with you. Someone else says, always have long lines and they're always out of something. Oh my goodness. They are always out of something. Always. And to me, if you are a very successful business in Jamaica, and KFC is a very successful business in Jamaica, I would say, I feel like you need to see certain things and try to do something about it. Yes, to me as a Jamaican, if me decide I forgot to eat and maybe there's a string of restaurants and I don't see anybody going to a particular restaurant, or I see 5 people at one and then I see 100 people at another one, I'm probably gonna say, well, the people who are at the restaurant with 100 people definitely know what they're doing, so I'll definitely go there. But also the long line can also mean that the service is poor, meaning they're not working at an efficient rate, they're not moving swiftly, like something is off there. And it's true, the lines are always long, there's never adequate parking. Sometimes when I see the lines, they're out in the road, and that's really annoying. That has definitely turned me off a lot of times from going to KFC, just the long lines. And even now with the whole COVID thing, the lines are even longer, because obviously you cannot have people in the restaurant sitting, you can't have too many people in the restaurant at one time, you know, considering that they have workers in there too. So that is definitely annoying. I feel like they could do something about that. And one thing I've realized in going to KFC over the years, they never ever have a full fleet of cashiers. So if it's 3 cashiers that's supposed to be there, there are always 2 or always 1. There's never the full fleet of cashiers, and I don't know why that is, because it's not like the people aren't coming to buy. It's not like there's not a need for that, you know what I mean? I always feel like if you have a restaurant that has so many patrons coming on a daily basis, especially like on the weekends, especially maybe like in the evening or at lunchtime, I feel like those especially are the times when you should have your full fleet out. You can't just have one cashier at peak hour, 12 o'clock, when people buying lunch, especially on a Friday or a payday, when people are say, alright, you know, them can treat themselves. That to me not make no sense. So definitely something needs to be done about the long lines, whether it is that you need to incorporate more cashiers. And I always feel like two cashiers and 3 cashiers at KFC, especially if it's in a central location. Actually, any KFC in Jamaica, if you only have 2 or 3 cashiers, that is already inadequate. That is already inadequate, because when somebody has to go on break, how that go? If you only have 2 cashiers, then you only have 1. Only need to do something about that for choo-choo. Somebody else says they have crappy customer service. I can definitely relate. And maybe it's just a general thing, especially like in fast food establishments. You know, usually they get people who probably are, you know, desperate. You know, I feel like those kind of places have a very high turnover rate because they're not paid necessarily the best based on the hours that they have to work and stuff like that. But also I feel like if you are hiring somebody, you have to let them understand, or you as somebody being hired by these fast food restaurants, you have to understand, say at the end of the day it's a job. And yes, you're in this job because whether you need money, you need something to do, you know, you're trying to fill a gap or whatever it is, you still need to do the work to the best of your ability. And I understand that things can be going on, because I've seen where supervisor and, you know, line staff or whatever arguing in front of the customer, or I've seen where, you know, you don't get the right order and the person who served you want to make it look like it's your fault when it obviously says on the ticket that this is what you ordered and they put the wrong thing in the bag. All kind of things. Or that whole thing about they're always out of something, like that is terrible customer service. If you know say Zinger sell hard, you must know say on peak times you must have Zingers prepared. When I say if you have food them sitting on a cold and whatever, but you need to schedule your business or your operation so that yes, the meal is still hot, but people don't have to be waiting 10-15 minutes just to get the meal. Because if it is fast food, then you're supposed to be getting through fast. That's the point of fast food, you know what I mean? So definitely I can see where them customer service is definitely lacking, but it still will always go back. Why? Another person says it's the smell when you're passing. To be honest, it's not as good when you get it because it's trash. Well, I too also feel like it tastes good, but it doesn't taste how it used to taste to me when I was younger, if that makes sense. I don't know, it could be part of the whole thing of the quality just depreciating over time, and maybe some locations not going all out, you know, with the preparation of the meal as others, because I do feel like when you go to different locations, the food tastes different. But the smell always catch you for true. Anytime you pass a KFC, the smell always catch you, but sometimes the food is not all at 100. Sometimes you get it, sometimes it's good, sometimes you go back again, and sometimes it's not so good. And I don't know, it just has been very inconsistent is what I can say. The same person says, I do have a special love for barbecue famous bowl though. I have never had famous bowl. I don't know, just the idea of mixing like a powder to get potatoes, that's kind of weird to me, and I believe that's how they do the KFC famous bowl. So I don't know, but that's nice. If people saying that them still like the food, big up on for true. Someone else says, compared to overseas, the chicken is less fatty and barbecue zingers are lifesavers. I hear a lot of people say that they really love barbecue zinger. Honestly, the last time I bought a zinger, I said I would never buy it again just because it don't full belly like it used to. You know, my thing about the thing them just like get smaller and smaller and the quality just like depreciates. I don't really think the zinger is worth it to me. It does not full belly at all. Someone else says, one of the best quality fast food. Most things on the menu are filling relatively. Okay. I wouldn't say it's the best quality fast food, but it's okay. I mean, as I said, I feel like the quality has gone down. This person says that they're feeling, I guess my belly and her belly different cause I don't really feel like them feeling anymore. Maybe because I've just gotten older and my appetite has grown, I don't know, but them not so feeling to me anymore. Based on the money that you're spending, I feel like I could get something that tastes just as good and actually full my belly. Someone else says, some locations the chicken is raw or not cooked good. Some popular ones I stopped going to. Yeah, so yeah, I can see that. As I was saying before, I feel like it depends based on the location that you go to sometimes, and which is bad because I feel like as a KFC, somewhere that has been in Jamaica for so long, somewhere that Jamaican people really love, somewhere where the line is always long, people will always buy KFC no matter if the price go up. Like, you need to be more consistent. That's the issue here. I think that they're really need to work on being more consistent. Someone else says the taste has been consistent for the most part, but I think now it's just too oily. Yes, I can see that too. Yes, I can see that too, that the chicken is much oilier than it used to be. This person said the taste is consistent. Cool, but you know how me feel about that. I don't really think it's consistent everywhere you go, but you know, something you can work on. Someone else says customer service is getting worse and barbecue never ready or finished from 11 a.m. I still go, but only to specific locations. No, that makes sense. If you find a location that maybe is operating at a standard that you are pleased with, definitely go there. Definitely go there. Yes, the customer service thing will forever need assistance because the turnover rate I find is very high. And people sometimes just are doing this just because, so they don't really care. But I feel like no matter what job you're doing, you should always care. You should always put your best foot forward and always work towards doing your best at whatever you do. Someone else said 1,000 out of 10 for flavor. Customer service can fix up. Again, agree. And for flavor, it depends on where you go to meet. right? Someone else says, why the zinger get so small? I was just literally saying this. The size of the items have gone down so much, but the price is increasing. I agree with you, girl. That's what I'm gonna say. But now I'm buying a zinger again. Someone else says the best, but every time I come home, the price gone up. Again, price gone up and quality still, they don't have a bottom. Someone else says staff always appears to be on go slow. I can see that definitely, and this is the KFC that I go to, right? This is what I always realize with them. I don't really go there often, but when I do, you will get through in terms of the cashing part well, right? So you go in and there's no line at the cashier, or there's 2 people, cash and done. But you see, when you collect your food, people, I like you can't get through a big bundle of people. I've been KFC so many times, right? I've seen so many arguments pop off in KFC because people in there waiting how long, because they're not going in the right order, meaning say you're 210 and them serving 225 before them serve 210, and it is not a case where maybe something that you ordered is not ready. That's not the case, right? I don't know. I don't know how they managed to do that, because I feel like the tickets come out in consecutive orders, meaning the orders, when they look on the screen, they come out in consecutive orders. So I can't understand why them do that sometimes, and people literally have to cuss and go and bad in there just to get through, and I feel like that's just terrible. Like, why should I have to raise my voice? Like, why should I have to make a scene in order for me to get through? So I definitely understand that, and that's a huge part you know, of the whole KFC experience. That's really annoying, that the people just on go slow, them don't even business, like they will see the crowd and whatever, and them not trying to manage it properly. I'm not say you just rush through and you not check people order and ensure that people get what they order, but I'm saying the efficiency, it is lacking, and they need to work on that. I don't even know if they have things like trainings or stuff like that. And maybe too, they need to motivate the staff. Maybe the people them just need like a motivation to help them, you know, pull out all the stops, you know, do the best that they can do. Someone else says talking while packing the meals. Oh Lord, yes, and yes. Some of them don't have on no hairnet, some of them don't have on any gloves, and them talking over the food and stuff like that. That is annoying. And that's something that I feel like in general restaurants in Jamaica need to work on. COVID showed me that they really need to be wearing masks. Yes, and yes, definitely, I agree. Especially if you're going to be talking over it and lavishing with your co-worker and whatever over the people in food, you definitely need to be wearing masks from long time. For real. Someone else says best KFC, especially compared to US, but poor customer service, and they always don't have a lot of the stuff. Yes, that's the complaint that most people have, so you guys need to work on that. My thing is, if you want to make more money, right, because a company always focuses on making more money, what they can do to make more money, why not, instead of just firstly just raising the price for everything, why not work on the efficiency? So if in one day you sell 10,000 meals, right, but you realize, say, in terms of if you add on 2 more people on the cashier line, or 2 more people on the packing line, or you know, some other people, I don't know, for working a drive-through or something else, and you realize you can make 50% more, you understand? Why would you not do that? Why is it always the consumer that has to bear the blunt of your inefficiencies in your organization? Come on now, you know? Yeah, try to have the things then, try to move fast, try to be efficient. Someone else says food is way too oily, wish they had healthier options. I love their salad wrap, but can't seem to get it ever. Another thing too, you know, saying I have the things, I'm gonna promote the things them on TV, and when the people them go there excited to try it when they don't have it. How that go? How that work? They you don't want something there, you don't want to make the money. Like, that don't make any sense to me. Don't advertise it if you don't have it. Or if it is a case where you don't have it today, put a sign on the door or something. Like, don't just have it up there and then as soon as you reach the cashier, you already decide size it you want. They're gonna tell you, oh, them not have it, or you have to wait 15 minutes. No, darling. It's fast food, and it's fast food for a reason. Someone else says that KFC is the best. Jamaican KFC is the best. Someone else says, in general, I have no issues, but KFC angels are crosses. Take long to process and the machine ever now work. My goodness, that's another thing that Jamaican companies need to work on, like the card machine. A lot of people these days try not to walk with cash because we know how it go, we know how it stay. So why your card machine not working? Why you lose sales when your card machine is not working, but you want to hike up the price, but your card machine not work? Oh, you go. No, my love. No, my love. I've never been to the one at Angels, I don't think, but this person is like, terrible. And as I said, different locations, you will have different experiences, so it's not consistent. Someone else says they only have barbecue once every 3 months. What? That's crazy. Some workers are very rude, likely to mess up your order because they're rude. So KFC, the general theme is that, you know, you need to check on who is working for you, because a lot of the staff that's working for you is obviously trying to sabotage you and sabotage the business. So y'all need to get together. Y'all need to have some motivational training stuff if you don't have that, or maybe you need to be a lot more careful in your selection of people. I know that yes, it's a fast food restaurant, yes, you know, the money might not be up there, but I feel like some things you shouldn't skimp on, or maybe you increase the people them salary so you can get better quality workers. Something. Someone else says great taste in the barbecue zinger, not always the best customer service, but we always still wait. That's so true, but so bad. I feel like that's so bad on us as consumers, because we're going there to spend our money. Why is it that we feel like, yeah, we should still wait and, you know, do it even though we get bad customer service or we don't get what we order? And I guess sometimes it's just out of our own laziness too, or we just can't bother, or maybe we feel like, well, them never gonna change, the customer service is always gonna be bad, so, you know, it makes it okay. No, it doesn't. KFC, work on your customer service, work on the staff, motivate them. My God. Someone else says oily, but you get to miss it when you realize that KFC USA is lacking in every sense. Haha. You know when them say you never what that song they go? You never know you love it till you let it go. That's what that made me think about. Our absence makes the heart grow fonder. I guess it's probably not the same in other places. Maybe other people have, you know, worse experiences in other countries, but yeah, KFC Jamaica, you still can pull up your socks, honestly. Someone else says, haven't been in ages, don't miss it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I get to feel about it too, because sometimes I miss it and sometimes I crave it, and I'm like, yeah man, I should definitely buy it, you know what I mean? And then when I have it, I'm just like, then this is a waste of money. This could have stayed, I could have bought somewhere else, honestly, because it's such a disappointment in terms of quality, in terms of taste. When you go back there and you haven't been out for a while and you realize the things have gone up by $100, you're just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I don't know is what in KFC make it Thai Jamaican. So only can tell me, comment down below if you don't know what in a KFC make the Jamaican people not care how the customer service bad, not care how them spoil your order, not care how them rude, not care how them price go up. We still always go back. Why? The last comment or critique that I got is food can be good depending on which location you go to and what time of the day, but the service is lacking. Customer service is lacking. Yes, I just want to do a kind of recap of what, you know, people were saying. So let's start with the positives. Some people were saying that they love the taste. You know, people were saying that no matter what, they're going to go and buy there because it's one of the best fast food places in terms of variety and different things. In terms of the negatives, I feel like there were a lot more negatives than there were positives. The positive really was that the food tastes good and they really like the food. Some of the negatives included the bad customer service. That is definitely one of the ones that were mentioned a lot, the bad customer service. Another thing is that they always don't have something on the menu. There's always something that they say they offer and they never have it. Another thing is they move slow, so the efficiency is lacking. Another thing is there were some people who actually said the food is oily, it doesn't taste as good. Some people also said that it's really expensive based on the cost, the price is going up and the quality is not. And so yeah, so you know, KFC Jamaica, if you're ever watching or whatever, you know, work on these things. I feel like especially a lot of the negatives have been things that have been going on for years now, and you know, you don't really see a curve or, you know, any kind of improvements that have been made. So it's something you can work on. You know, as I was saying before, you know, this video is really to show, you know, what you're lacking in, but also what you're doing good at. So, you know, take these things into consideration if you wish, because I mean, whether you're good or you're bad, people still have to buy, right? I want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Just Devi Marie. Remember to subscribe, you guys. If you have reached this far in the video, make sure you like. If you're watching, leave the chicken in the comments to let me know that you're watching. Also, If you guys have any other critiques on KFC Jamaica, you guys can leave them down. If you have any stories that you wanted to share or tell, we can chat down in the comment box below. Remember also to check out the previous videos on my channel and my other channel, Yagmens. Let me know if you enjoyed this series and who next we should critique. Remember to follow me on Instagram so that you can participate in Let's Critique It. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.